Hi, this is Stacy, your National Executive Director, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to track your online parties. This is going to make a huge difference in the results that you get from your parties, both in your sales and your bookings. Okay, so we're going to screen share first and go over the tracker and talk to you about how you use that. So here we go. So this is the online party tracker. Some of this is pretty self-explanatory. So this is where you write the name of your host. You can write your show date on there because you should be doing 4 parties at a time. That is the smartest way to run your business, is bulking your parties together, do them all starting on the same day, 4 parties a week. So this is why we have that show date on here. This says biz, and then it's got 5 little check marks, slashes right here. This is your reminder to make sure you talk to your host about the business 5 times. Your host is always your #1 recruit lead. So you can just put those little check marks on there as you offer the business. And you'll see that outlined in the host coaching document. There's already some wording in there. Just make sure you're doing it. So if you're running 4 parties at a time, you want to make sure that certain things are happening in each party when it's supposed to happen. So for example, the day that you set the party up, and then you add your host, once they join the party, I just check that little box that they've joined. After you've joined, you wanted to make them a moderator because that will give them visibility on the guest list to see who they've invited but hasn't yet joined, when you're encouraging them to message those people that haven't joined their party yet. Make note of how many guests they actually invited to the party, because then this will help you to know what kind of tweaking you need to do in your host coaching to encourage them to invite more people. Remember, we want our hosts to invite 150 or more to their parties, because when they invite 150 to the party, out of that 30 to 40 will join, and out of that 10 to 12 will order. And then members is the actual number of people that have joined the party. These are what we would call the guest in the party. So you want to keep track of that in each party, because you want to be able to look back and see, are you getting 30 to 40 people to join your party on a regular basis? And so this is great information for you, because if that is not happening, then you know you need to work a little more intentionally with your hosts during that invitation process. Now, depending on the template you're running and how you're running your parties, you may or may not be giving away daily prizes for games. So I just put this on here to keep track of all of the different prize winners. So I have it all in one place. Sometimes I'll do a bonus prize for asking questions about the business, and then I do a drawing at the ends of all of the tickets. I'll write the winner's name there. So as the party starts, the main thing, that's a little reminder for something. The main thing that you want to keep track of the first few days of the party is the name of the guests that are ordering. So if Susie Smith placed an order, I would write her name in here. And then I would just check this off because she placed an order. That's what PO is. And at the bottom of this tracker, I put a little key so you can see PO, placed order. As soon as Susie placed an order, I'm going to send her a thank you text right away. So that's what this TYT is. So I'll be honest, I usually check in on my parties. I check my email maybe 2 or 3 times a day and just look for those people that have placed orders so that I can send them that thank you text the same day that they order, especially offering them the opportunity to add on to their order before it closes and ships out. And then once a day, I do a thank you post in my party and tag all of the people that ordered. So TYP is thank you post. I might email Susie, and I might email Jen, and I might email Amanda all of their thank yous after they place orders. So let's say this happens Friday evening. I check my phone, I do that, send the text, but then I don't do that thank you post until Saturday. So I'm going to wait and check that off until I've actually posted and tagged them for their order in the party. And this is all I do for up until Tuesday, because the parties are starting on Fridays and they're ending on Wednesday. So all of the orders that maybe come in on Tuesday when I set it up, the parties are starting on Fridays, yeah, and ending on Wednesday. So if somebody orders on Tuesday, the day that I set it up, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all of those people that order get written on here. Then on Tuesday, that's the day that I suggest doing a reminder tag in the party. And that's 2 days before the party ends. So what I will then do is pull up the party and, well, actually, what I'll do is draw a line right across here under Amanda's name. Let's say these were the only 3 orders that came in by Tuesday. I'm just going to draw a line right across here, and then I'm going to go through the party, and I'm going to look for every single guest that has commented on a post in the party and write their name on this tracker. And I'm going to do that reminder tag. And the reminder tag would, I would say, like, let's say Jim is somebody who had commented on a post. He hasn't yet placed an order. I don't see him on my tracker. He's not showing up in the show card. I will tag him and I'll say, hey, Jim, just a friendly reminder, the party closes tomorrow, or the party ends at tomorrow at midnight. And then I'll also include the ordering link. And I'm going to reply to a comment that Jim has made on one of the posts in my party. After I remind him, I'm going to put a check mark in this reminder tag box right here so that I don't remind Jim again. I don't want to keep reminding him over and over and over again to order. I only need to do that one time. This might take you 5 to 10 minutes to do in a party, depending on how much engagement you have. But it is totally worth it. I'll show you my tracker, one of my finished trackers in a minute, and you'll see how many more orders come in from doing that reminder tag. Also, on Tuesday, I start my host booking challenge. So that's this one right down here, host challenge. Host challenge. So let's say we have a lot more orders on here, whether we do or we don't. Let's say that Jim and as a participant, and Terry and Barb and Amy and Carrie. They all got reminder tags. Okay. But Amy and Carrie haven't participated in the party. I'm going to tell you why they're on here in a second. So on Tuesday, I'm going to start the host challenge with my host. And whoever the host starts that 3-way chat with me through Facebook Messenger, I'm going to put a little check in this box, because this is how I'm going to be reaching out to them to book their parties. What's great is a lot of times the host will do the host challenge with somebody who was invited to the party, but they haven't ordered and they didn't participate at all. This is how I keep track of them. And this is how I go back and send those 2 follow-up messages to them to see if we can get those parties booked. So you'll do that on Tuesday, start that host booking challenge. And as your host does that, you mark it off. Then on Wednesday, if the person hasn't told you no, you're going to do your follow-up ask with them. On Wednesday or Thursday, sometimes hosts don't start their challenge until the day after. It doesn't matter. You need to make sure you are keeping track of who the host asked, and then making sure you're also doing that follow-up message with them, because That's often when those bookings come, during the follow-up message. So the party ends on Wednesday. At this point, you should have all of the people that have ordered on here, all of the people that you have reminded. So let's say you send a reminder to Jim and Terry, and they both go ahead and place an order. So you're gonna do the things. You're gonna mark off that they placed an order. You're also going to send them the thank you text. You're gonna do the thank you post. What's really cool is you'll have a line right here that'll really help you to see quickly how many orders you're generating by doing those reminder tags, like how many more orders come in. So the party ends on Wednesday. On Thursday, that's the day, if you haven't already messaged someone, like messaged your rockstar guest, had a conversation with someone through text where it just felt very natural to ask for the booking, or through Facebook Messenger because of a comment they made on a post, this is the day that you should start asking for those bookings. Now, Susie was not part of the host booking challenge, but Susie placed an order, so you have both her email and her cell phone number. I strongly recommend doing that booking ask through the cell phone. After you send her the message, this is AB, ask for booking. You can see that right down here, ask to book a party. You just check it off. And I'm going to show a really easy way to do that in just a second. Jen was part of the host challenge, so we are not going to text her. Amanda was not part of the host challenge, so we're going to text her. Jim was not going to text him. Terry was not. We'll go ahead and text him. Barb was not. Barb hasn't ordered, but you know what Barb did? Barb filled out the survey that you post in your party, that Google survey, and you've got her cell phone number. So you can go ahead and text Barb, and you can make a note right here. I usually say something like host survey. Like I know that she put that on the survey, and that's how I know that she wants to host. Amy was part of the host challenge, not going to text her, even if she ordered and carried the same. On Friday, if Susie hasn't said yes to the booking, I'm going to send a follow-up text. And all of these words are in that online party document in the checkout. Both the host coaching words and the checkout chat are all in there. So FUAB is the follow-up the ask book. So basically, when you're tracking this way, you're asking every single person to host a show at least twice. You can certainly follow up more than that if they haven't responded, but this is a great way to ensure that you've asked at least twice. When someone books a party, I'll make a note. I'll just say yes. Once we get the date set, I'll put the date on there, and then we go from there. So let me stop this. Oh, if they are a recruit lead, you definitely want to highlight that. Make sure you've identified that. And then sometimes you will have a conversation going with some, maybe they have their cell phone or whatever, but they're messaging you through your business page. You really want to keep that conversation going in the same place. So if you start a conversation with someone through Facebook Messenger, this little FBM is Facebook message. So that's just an easy way for you to identify that you're having a conversation with them through Messenger so that you don't do that text asking. Okay, let me stop the share. And then here's an example, oops, hopefully you can see this, of my filled out tracker. You can't really see the names too. Oh, there we go, maybe right here. See the names too clearly in here. But you can see this, this is great. That yellow highlighted line, hopefully you can see that. I'm asking you like you can hear me, and you're probably, this is just a recording for you. There we go. There we go. Okay, see that yellow line? So all of the orders above that came in prior to my reminder tag. So I checked off when they placed an order, I checked off that they I did the thank you text and I did the thank you post. Then all of the ones below the yellow line and there's actually 2 pages on this one. All of those came in after the reminder tag. So on this party, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more orders came in from that reminder tag. How awesome is that? So when someone tells me no, they're not interested in hosting, I just draw a line right through them so that I don't follow up and ask them again. That's when we become pushy, when we're asking someone over and over again who has told us no. So I draw a line right through there. You can see this one right here said yes, they want to host a party. I wrote down October 9th. And then what was interesting on this one, this might be backwards for you. On the survey, she actually marked that she was interested in the business. So I made a little note here, business. I should have checked Recruitly, but I just did it with my other notes. And so now through my host coaching, I'm talking to her more intentionally than just the 5 times. I'm actually trying to get her to join before her party even starts. So one final thing that will really help you with getting those texts done quickly and easily, because nobody wants to spend all day on your phone. So like I said, I check my email 2 or 3 times a day. When you get your email, whether you have an iPhone or an Android, you cannot see that at all. What you can do is you just scroll down, hold your finger on the cell phone number, and do you see that, how that pops up? It clicks send message, and it immediately goes to a text message. So you can see that when I texted her, we had a little conversation going. So that's really a fast way to send those thank you messages. I know that both an iPhone and an Android has something called text replacement. Go ahead and Google that. So because it's an easy way to send these text messages even faster. So I'm going to just send it to my husband. He's going to think I'm crazy, but got a little text message going with Adam. For me, my code to send the thank you text is TYT. If I type TYT on my phone, so you can see those 3 letters, and then just hit go, it populates the entire text message, which is really cool. So it does have a place for me to fill in the host name, but it's so important to send those thank you messages and start cultivating that relationship with your guests and your parties one-on-one outside of the party, so it doesn't feel cold and out of the blue when you come back a few days later and ask them to host a party. So my text thank you right now is updating them, keeping them updated about the shipping. It's letting them know that they can add to their order until 9 o'clock at night, and to text me back by then. It's just thanking them for supporting me and the host and the business. You'll see that in the online party checkout document, but I can't stress to you how important it is to make sure that you've sent that thank you and then follow up with that booking ask a few days later. So hopefully that little overview of how to use the tracker helps, and I think you'll see a great increase in both your sales and your bookings when you are doing all of those things consistently on every single party, every single time. And remember, 4 parties a week is the secret to success. And from those 4 parties, when you're offering the business 5 times and doing all of the other things, you will be welcoming 1 new team member to your team. Okay, have an awesome day.